Good morning, good morning, good morning. Carol Davis here with a spot of sunshine just for you. Yay. I gotta get that ring light out of there. Oh, okay. So, as you know, I'm here to hopefully put a spot of joy in your life today. And I may or may not, but that's my goal, and it gives me great joy. And if I'm joyful, then people around me might be more joyful. So, I read books, mostly children's books. This is not for children. None of them really are. They're written for children, but I read them because they work for adults, because they're short. And that's why I'm reading my book, because it's not a lot of blah, 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 blah. It's just one or two lines. It's a paragraph. It's a picture. It's something just quick and easy to say, oh, a new idea for a better way of life. And anyway, that's what I'm doing. And it's a wonderful world. It is a wonderful world, or it is a terrible world, depending on your attitude, your perspective, your reaction to everything that happens to you or to around you. It's all. I don't care how to, it doesn't mean, I have an expression, even bad things happen to me good. It doesn't mean that bad things are good. It doesn't mean terrorist acts, whether it be domestic or foreign terrorism, killing people is not a good thing. But what's important for my well-being, how I carry on, is what's important. How I react to it. Am I sad? Of course. But do I get even and buy a gun and shoot you back? No. My reaction to what's happening has to do with the future. Okay, so I would like to end violence. I cannot end violence by being violent. Let me just say that. I've got to find a way to find a purpose in the bad action. I might not find something good about the bad action, but I can find something good in life that I can do to carry on. My attitude, my mood. I try to do what I can to keep people elevated, but not to put my head in the sand and not to ignore what's happening. No. I don't do that. I don't ignore that. But my reaction to anything, and we've heard that since we were little kids, right? The glass is either half full or half empty, period. I've had cancer twice. I didn't get sad or mad. I just looked for the good in life. What can I give to life? What can I do to make a better world? Excuse me. My constant thought, almost constant, I have bad days. I feel sorry for myself. I'm a human being. But mostly my attitude is, what can I contribute today to make it a better world? Bottom line, that's my goal. That's my mission, and everything I do I try to have that in my work and in my play and in my relationships. What can I give today to make a better world? What can I contribute to you, to your life, to make your life better? That's all I do. Okay, ready? So I'm reading from my book, which can be found on Amazon. It's called Changelesss Change. We started yesterday, and we're in the chapter on nature. Nature. Because I think nature holds a lot of answers for us. And I'm on page 8. We started yesterday, so I'm going to continue. And I like this part because it's about how we judge. How our judgment of others is really unnecessary. Like when we say, well, why do you do that? Well, what's that for? That sounds like an attack, really. If you want to really know why, you say, that sounds interesting. Can you tell me more about that? So I read yesterday about how, I'm going to read more about that now. Judgment in nature is unwarranted. This is how we can accept life as it is without judging it. You ready? Pay attention. Judgment in nature is unwarranted. And it really doesn't happen much. I was sitting on my porch one day watching a mulberry tree lose its leaves. When I looked around, I saw another tree that was keeping its leaves. We never ask the questions of nature that we ask of each other. No one is going to judge a mulberry tree for losing its leaves while another tree keeps its leaves. And what about the multicolored leaves falling from a variety of trees in autumn? Granted, some people have favorite colors, but do they become judgmental about leaves of different colors? I don't think so. I soon realized how boring the forest would be if all trees were the same. Diversity brings such beauty to the canvas. Like the trees, We all have a place and a purpose. We all have a place where we stand tall and express like no other. Even apparent calamities have a specific purpose, though we often don't see this during times of trouble. Did you know it takes only 30 seconds for a hailstorm to completely destroy a crop a farmer has nurtured all season? The hail doesn't care if it's 2 days away from harvest. A hailstorm isn't personal. It's nature at work. Relationships often feel like hailstorms. Being in nature can remind us that relationships also have their cycles within circles. Speaking of nature and relationships, did you know people are like turnips? Some people love them, some people hate them. But there's nothing wrong with the turnip. You love that? So, next Tuesday, I'm going to finish there because next Tuesday we start a new chapter called planting a garden from seed. I actually did that, my very first garden. Instead of going to the garden store and buying a bunch of pots of plants, I planted seeds. And I want to tell you, I'm going to read about this Tuesday, but I encourage you at least once in your life to find a pile of dirt and plant seeds. That process taught me so much about life and how life unfolds. It's like I planted seeds, I planted marigolds. And the next day I went, where are my marigolds? I hated waiting for marigolds. Waiting, weeks. It took weeks for a little tiny thing. Hello, that's how life is. But when we don't get what we want, then immediately we think it's not working. We plant seeds of ideas into the world. And we pray, oh God, bring me marigolds. And we don't see them. We think God is not listening. So tune in next Tuesday for planting seeds or planting new ideas. Thank you so much for being here. And remember, you can find these broadcasts on YouTube. Changelesss Change YouTube. That's where I put my spot of sunshine, or SOS, I call it. Bye.